Good afternoon from a very sunny Thorpe Park, where today the park is open through until 9 PM for an event they're calling Summer Nights, I think. And also Launchpad, the sort of new seating area in the park. I've been coming down to get a few updates on that. That is now open. It's Bank Holiday Monday today. It's going to be a hot one. The temperature at the minute is about 33 degrees Celsius, so yeah, it's quite warm to say the least. So I think I might be doing some water rides, even though you can see it behind me, depth charge, very big queue. All the water rides can have a big queue, but yeah, it might be time to do tidal wave today. We'll get around the rest of the park, but I think what we'll do is we'll start off over at Launchpad, see this new area, see what it's like, maybe sit down for a bit, and yeah, have a look around. Yeah, there's loads of ways in and out of Launchpad, but here we go, let's get in and have a look. It's got obviously lovely flooring all around. It's nothing too exciting, but it's just a big space in the middle of the park. There was previously like a big swimming pool, and on a day like today, yeah, I wouldn't have minded that, but yeah, I think it's a good idea. It'll help crowds spread out. Lots of places to sit and have some food. Yeah, I think it's looking very good actually. There's Launchpad, always lovely colourful flooring. We get a bit of a wider view. Look at that, we've got a big screen, that's pretty cool. It's all very fresh at the moment as well. I mean, it opened about 2 days ago. Yeah, there's a lot of room here. I don't know, I think the plan was originally put a big stage there because it is very open, but if they want, they can add loads of picnic benches. I mean, the area is huge and the views all around are great. So yeah, really like this area, Launchpad. It's got gates, there's 3 entrances. So you got the one from the main entrance, the one sort of into the main part of the park, and then this one helps you get a quicker route down to Swarm. Yeah, there's actually another gate here as well. There's not as much seating as I thought there would be, but they might add more of that. But it is a very nice area. Obviously there's not too much to see, it is just a big picnic area, but I think it's really good. It really expands the amount of space there is, and it should just make pathways like this a little bit quieter. And it'll also cut a little bit of walking time off from certain places. Yeah, look at the queue for depth charge. That's a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. Might head round and try and get on the Swarm first.
Can I please have your attention in the Swarm station, Kilo and surrounding areas, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Wait about 25 minutes to try and get on the Swarm, but I don't think it's just people struggling with the heat here at Thorpe Park today. Yeah, currently 4 of the major roller coasters are closed. They haven't said it's because of the heat, but yeah, it's temporary delay, and I'm sure this heat does play havoc with parts of the ride. So yeah, we've got 4 major coasters closed at the minute. Yeah, you got Storm Surge over there, which is currently got a 70-minute wait. Obviously because of the sunny weather. Oh, well, it's not a great time, but tidal wave has just closed, so yeah, oh, there we are. The boat is sat on the left dell. I believe it had a 110-minute queue last time I checked it was open, so yeah, that's a busy one. Only says 15 minutes because Nemesis Reef Inferno has just reopened, so yeah, let's get on here, see how long the queue takes. It'll be a bit longer than 15, I think, because a lot of people have just joined.
We're unsure how long it will be before we resolve the problem. If you wish to leave the queue and try other attractions, please exit the way you came in. Otherwise, please remain in the queue, and we thank you for your patience.
Oh dear, that was a bit of an experience. The time is about 2:45. I joined the queue for Nemesis Inferno, I think it was about 1:15. Well, the queue wasn't as bad as you may have thought, maybe half an hour, but I got sat on the ride, put my bag over in the thing, and then they asked us to go back behind the air gates, and I thought, this ain't good. An hour later, they've evacuated the queue line. I did wait it out in there for the first like 40 minutes. I didn't really have a choice because my bag was over the other side, and I don't think they were allowed to go and get people's bags. So yeah, there was that. And then, yeah, we got EQE back. I have got a little priority pass to use on any of the rides, so I'm going straight over to Hyperia because I've been in the park like 2.5, nearly 3 hours, and I've not ridden anything, so I want to go and get straight on a ride, Hyperia. Well, I got on really quickly with Fast Track and I got the front row. I was really lucky with that. I couldn't believe it. I had front row on my last ride a couple of weeks ago, and it's mad to think that ride is now 2 years old. It's 2 years since I was here on the opening day, but yeah, Hyperia is still riding just as good as it was on day one. That is such a good coaster. Oh dear, well it seems Colossus has been doing this an awful lot. It was like this last time I saw it. Yeah, it keeps getting stuck on the same part of the lift hill. Yeah, it can't be good for it. I hope they get the issues resolved because, yeah, I mean, well, it's definitely not ideal on a day like today. It's 34 degrees, I think, at the minute. The last thing anybody wants is to be sat in the sun where you can't get out of it on a ride in 34 degree heat. Yeah, quite a busy queue for Vortex. It's 35 minutes at the minute. Well, it's only going to be a really short cycle, but let's go for a ride on Rush. Well, I did Rush, but the cycle is just so short now. It doesn't even feel like you get a full swing anymore. It just feels more limited. At that point where the cycle's that short and it's not going as high, it feels a bit pointless going on, to be honest. It's a shadow of its former self even 2 years ago, Rush. I remember riding it on Hyperia's opening day and it's still much better. Talking of Hyperia, still sat at the top. For a good few minutes, both Colossus and Hyperia were both stuck, but now it's just Hyperia as Colossus has managed to get going. Well, seeing as I've got a Platinum Annual Pass, I do get one of these. It's a Coca-Cola Freestyle Cup. I got this for free. I get it one every year, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to go fill this up. It's quite handy on a day like today. And the water refill station queues are absolutely crazy because you can fill up your water bottle for free here at Thorpe Park. Well, it's free, so I can't really complain that much. But, yeah, it's included with the pass. The machines, it didn't work great. It took me ages to sort out. And I always find it tastes a bit funny because it's like a syrup they add to like a soda water, I think. It's a bit weird. I'm not a fan of it, but yeah, on a hot day like today it'll do. I also get 2 more days in the year where I can fill this up for free, but I don't know if I'll end up using it. Well, Stealth has been closed all day. It's tested for about the last hour and there's a bit of a pre-queue forming, so I think that's a good sign to go over and wait for it. Oh, well, it must have opened at some point because there's people waiting in the queue line, but still, let's go and join this. Yeah, it's not going great here at Thorpe Park, to be honest. I've just had a look on the app online. I'll put some clips in now. I think there's only like 1 or 2 main coasters open. Like Stealth shut, Hyperia shut, Source shut. It's not going well for it.
I'm pleased to announce that Stealth is now back in operation.
And Stealth is back in operation, so I'm off over there. Well, wait half hour for Stealth and it's broke down. I think every major coaster is closed at the minute in the park. It broke down after I waited about 15, so I waited 15 minutes, but I was right in the sun on the queue line, like really exposed to it. I can't be doing that for too long. I've got to think somewhat sensibly. I don't want to get like sunstroke or anything, so yeah, I got out of that queue. It was a nightmare to get out as well because everyone sat on the floor, had to jump over the barriers, which I'd never normally do, but it had taken me ages to get out of that queue because everyone sat on the floor. I don't really know what I'm going to go and do now. This is currently the pre-queue for Nemesis Inferno, which is still closed since I got QE back from it and got my fast track. But yeah, it's not great. I mean, the amount of rides closed, they're really putting big queues on other rides. Like, Detonator's queue's nearly all the way back to the entrance, and it says 30 minutes. I've never seen Detonator that busy. The current queue time for Tidal Wave is 120 minutes. Yeah, that is 2 hours. For once, Vortex has actually been the most reliable ride. It says closed on the board. I don't think it's closed, but yeah, I just checked, it said 20 minutes, so I'm gonna queue up for this. It says closed, but I think it's the most reliable one today. Vortex done then. Really good cycle on that, really enjoyed that ride. Lovely sunny views all around, and especially up in the sky. A great cycle actually, it was quite long. I've just come off there, and Hyperia has apparently got a 5-minute queue. I haven't actually seen it run round, so I don't know if it's actually going to be open or if it's like an error, but either way, I'm going over to Hyperia. Well, Hyperia's reopened, and there's a bit of a stampede to get down to it. I don't understand how it's quite filled up this much, but I think we'll go for single rider maybe. Yeah, it surely is going to have like an 80-minute queue, I reckon. Oh, well that is Hyperia done. I did it on row 6. Really good to do that again. I hope to have another ride or two later, nearer sunset obviously, because we're now sort of outside of the usual park hours. It's gone 6 o'clock and the park is now open for until 9 o'clock. I've only ever done this once, and yeah, that was 2 years ago, so I'm going to do Ghost Train again. Got nothing to do with the fact that it's indoors and it's in the shade at all. Well, that is Ghost Train then. I haven't done it in a while. I remember parts of it, but yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It's a bit like if you've done the Dungeons attractions in London or like Blackpool or Edinburgh or something. It's a bit like that. It's got some interesting things in there. Don't get me wrong, it was a bit of a flop, that ride. It was like, it cost them the same money as like something like Hyperia to put in about 10 years ago now, and then they sort of rethemed it into what it is now, Ghost Train, and yeah, it's alright. I'll do it once in a while, but if you've not done it before, then it's worth doing. All the time is now around 6:45, and the park queue times and ride availability is looking much better than earlier. Stealth is open on a 30-minute queue, so is Nemesis Inferno on a 30-minute queue. Unfortunately, the Swarm and Saw the Ride are still closed, and yeah, most other stuff for like big coasters are open, so that's really good. And Tidal Wave is also testing, so I might be able to give this a ride in a minute. Yeah, I don't normally do Tidal Wave, but I think if you're not going to do it on a 34-degree day, then when are you going to do it? So yeah, I'll probably go and queue up for it shortly, as long as it reopens. Right, I'm going to queue for it because I got a tiny bit of the spray then, and it was glorious. So yeah, let's go and see if we can get on Tidal Wave. Bit of a pre-queue for me. I think it's already got a bit of a queue. So yeah, see how long this takes.
Inside the boat.
Well, I've no longer got the issue of being too hot. Yeah, it's like you just get into the bath fully clothed on Tidal Wave, and it only took like half an hour, so that's really good on a day where it's currently about 30 degrees now, because it's getting a bit later into the evening. So yeah, it was good to have a ride on there. Do enjoy Tidal Wave. I feel completely cool now, so that's quite good. Right, let's go and do Detonator. I think it says it's only 5 minutes. Things are quieting down, more things are opening up, so things are improving. I do think today is probably because of the extremely high temperatures. The way I see it with Thorpe Park, anything above 30 seems to struggle, but below that it seems to be alright for rides. So yeah, that's good now. So let's go on Detonator. A 5-minute queue there for Detonator. It was very good. I even got called forward as a single rider, so barely waited at all. Now I'm going to go over and do Stealth. Well, that is Stealth all done. The queue is actually really quite short. It only took about 20 minutes, even though there was a lot of people in there. I think what I'm going to do now, we've got about an hour left of the day. I'm going to go to Nemesis Inferno, see if I can get on there, because obviously waited an hour and a half for it earlier and still didn't get to ride, so I'd like to go and do that one. Right, a tiny change of plan. I've just remembered with my Merlin Platinum Pass, I do get a fast track, so I'm going to go on, jump on Hyperia, use that quickly, and then I'll go back and do Nemesis Inferno. Now I don't mind Nemesis Inferno, but Hyperia is really quiet, so I'm just going to re-ride this until 9 o'clock. Because, yeah, why not? Well, I've just done another ride on Hyperia, which took 30 minutes, and I've just heard some news. Saw the ride has opened with 15 minutes to go. It hasn't opened at all today, as far as I'm aware. So I'm right near the entrance. I'm going to run, get on this quickly, and then go back and do Hyperia. I don't know why I'm so excited to do Saw. It's just it's been closed all day and I'm near. So yeah, going to do Saw the ride. I've got to say, this is very good from Thorpe Park. A ride that hasn't opened all day, opening 10 minutes before park closed. It's probably going to build up a bit of a big queue. Wow, Thorpe Park has really made a full 360 today. All the rides are now open. 5 minutes for most of them. The Swarm is currently 15 minutes. And yeah, just did Saw there. It was the smoothest ride I've had this year. I enjoyed it actually. I braced myself, kept my head forward, and Saw was quite good. Well, there's about 5 minutes until the park is going to close, and I'm going to do something I don't normally do, but it is quite quiet. I'm going to wait for the last train of the day on Hyperia. I don't think they'll be sending it around twice tonight though. I mean, if they do, then that'll be great. But yeah, we'll hang around here. There's a lot of people seem to have the same idea. I don't know if anyone thinks they're getting a night ride, but yeah, there's absolutely no chance. But it'd still be good to get a sunset ride on it. Yeah, I've decided to go for single rider. I think I've got more chance of this, of getting last train, because it's quite long. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare. I didn't want to cause any more issues for the staff. People do take it quite seriously. Like, it's cool to get last train of the day, but I just jumped in single rider. It is 9 o'clock now, so yeah, we'll see what time we get on. Hopefully it'll be a nice sunset ride on it. That is my row 3 ride on Hyperia it was. It's starting to get dark now. There was still about 15 minutes of queue left. I didn't go for the last train of the day because it all got a little bit chaotic. I didn't want to miss my ride, and I also didn't want to make the staff's job harder than it already is really. That is what I'm going to say. A big thank you to all the staff at Thorpe Park. They've been really, really good today. It's been 34 degrees today. Long park days, I mean 11 hours of opening times, and yeah, the staff have still been really friendly. Just smashing trains out wherever they can. Of course, the ride availability is no one's fault. I think that is just, yeah, the heat. But overall, I've had a decent day. Part of me wishes I hadn't arrived until like 6 o'clock, because before then it wasn't very good. It's been a mixed bag today, shall we say. But my evening's been very good. I mean, I did 3 rides, didn't I, before then? I queued at half an hour for Swarm, half an hour for Stealth, hour and a half for Inferno. Didn't ride any of them after those queues, so that's not great. But overall, the evening's good. I like the fact the park are doing this later opening hours. I've always said I like more parks to do it. I hope it's worked out for them and that we see more of these late opening hours, maybe even later, so like 10 o'clock or something. But yeah, who knows? That's me leaving the park now. Overall, good day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.